Guys, welcome to another part of this tutorial. And in this part of this tutorial, what we are going to be touching is the mobile dashboard for our website. So we're going to create a mobile dashboard for this platform, and I'm going to be taking you through the process of creating a mobile dashboard for our interface. Because we're creating a financial application, it's advised as a design student that you always check out for inspiration to guide your thoughts and also guide your creative direction. So the sites that you can find inspiration for your creative process is you can find them on websites like you can find your creative inspiration on website like Dribble. So you open Dribble and then you're going to find inspiration for your website, and also you can search your inspiration on a site like Behance, HANCE.net, and then you go. So you have a lot of inspiration for certain projects that you're trying to create. So if you want to be specific about what you're trying to create, you can always say mobile UI, let's say UI. So mobile UI, here it goes. Here, you have, let me search um mobile UI. Close this, and here we go. We have all of this, so you can check out what it looks like. You can check out set specific projects depending on what you're trying to create, and then you clicked on that, and then you scroll, so you can see, okay, this is how it is arranged. Get started, sign up, um verification for OTP, select your profile picture, and then you get into your dashboard, which is home on product. You select your product, and you add to cart, and you categorize, so filter, and other function of the application, which is personal profile, etc. So this is about the product. Here you have a full detailed breakdown of products, but when you come on Dribble, you just have a single mobile screen for that product, which you can say mobile UI. You can do the same for the the web part of your UI. So you come here, web UI, select your UI, you look at it. This is nice. I can borrow this, I can borrow that, I can borrow the arrangement and the typography. So a financial, we are trying to create a financial application. So if we find one, I believe we should find one. When we find one, we can say we can borrow a few things. Okay, this looks like one, but I mean, it looks foreign and strange to us. So manage your expenses for today. Okay, so these are sites where you can get your inspiration from, but we are going to get into similar. This is similar. A financial application too. Well, this is like a finish stage, so we're going to start from the most basic stage. So the most basic stage of our UI design is going to be the step by step. If you have a pen on paper, you write it down. So the first step you're going to take is onboarding. Onboarding. So is it onboarding or onboarding? So when you're done with onboarding, the next is splash screen. So after you're done with splash screen, the next one is login screen. Done with login screen, the next one is OTP verification or biometrics. Okay, and if it's a financial app, we'll have biometrics. And when we are done with biometrics, then we have the dashboard. So we are going to follow this process step by step in our mobile application so that we can achieve a standard mobile application that is usable and also is explanatory or is self-explanatory. So the first stage we are going to take is the onboarding screen. So, but before we move on, we are going to create our artboard, and we could call it artboard. We could also call it our mobile screen. So you remember how to create your mobile screen frame, um, phone. Select the device you want to design it for. Let's create for iPhone 11 Pro Max because that's the device we've been creating for since. So what you have on your onboarding screen is, and we brought in this image. You can download your image from wherever. You can download it from Unsplash. You can download it from any other Adobe stock if you can afford it, and then use it for your project. So I have this image already on my artboard, and yes, so this is it. So this is it for this image, and let us see how we can make it look a little bit presentable. So onboarding screen is to onboard you to show you your walkthrough on the platform. So we could write something to explain what the application is all about. So let us type here. Sorry, it's supposed to be text. For the love of every day spending. So whatever text you have, but it has to rhyme with what you're trying to promote. So reduce this a little bit more. Make it white for the love of everyday spending. So you're pushing the card, you're promoting the card. Okay, so I'm trying to create an effect down there. So this effect is supposed to make or is supposed to make darken this part of our site, the down part of our site. We call it gradient effect. So how do you achieve gradient effect? Create a rectangle. When you're done creating a rectangle, you come into the fill. When you select the fill, you come up here over the solid. Select, you're going to see linear gradients, linear. Select on linear, then you can edit your linear gradient here, bring this over here. So this top part is going to be dark, transparent, and this other part is going to be a bit lighter. But you can also make this down part to be a bit more transparent too, so it doesn't have a bad contrast. So here we go. Increase, make this darker, and we can make do with this for now until we have need for increasing it. So bring this to front and reduce the size of this to about 30 for the love of everyday spending. Okay, so there we go. So let's increase it a little bit more, should we? To 32, and increase it a little bit more to 35, and also type out here, sign up if you are a new user. Sign up on what's the name of our platform again? QERJA. I don't really like that name actually. QERJA, but let's use it. So go in and reduce it a bit more to about 15 or about 10. So make the color white. So let's bring it around here, increase it a bit to about 12. So there we go. There we go. So sign up to KRJA. Let us create an arrow so that I can show direction to sign up. Done, and then an arrow again to direct. Done. Okay. So there you go. So that, let's curve this a bit. Yeah, it's curved. Yeah, so we can do with this arrow. We like it. You can use it. There you bring it in here. Reduce the size of the arrow. Reduce the size of the arrow, and make it white. Make your outline white. Reduce the size, also the width. Um, come, you know how to zoom in, Control Plus, and then how to navigate on your artboard. You can use this hand mode to go around your artboard, or you can also use your two fingers to go around your trackpad. So increase this and make this longer a bit, and then we are ready to push this out. Okay, so yeah, pretty much more like it. And I don't like how this arrow is looking. I don't know what the problem is, whether it's the size, but let's reduce the size a bit and also make it 1.5, and let's make it 1.3, 1.2, let's make it 1.3. You can see where my mouse is over, then you can see to change the size, width, and height, and how heavy it is. So there we go. So that is our first splash screen, and the next splash screen, the next, no, sorry, the next onboarding screen is going to be, let's use this lady's image because I like it, and drag. You know how to duplicate. You come here, when you select, when you hover, you press alternative and you drag, then you can duplicate the image. So you bring it into your artboard, and there you go. It fits perfectly. Hover it around your artboard, and it's going to enter into your artboard. It will definitely enter. Just hover it continuously, and then it will enter. It will fit into your dashboard. So send it to back. Delete this other one. Delete this other one, and we are ready to go. So the next information we could use for this lady, let's optimize for making secured online payment. Okay, So yeah, yeah, looks better. Optimized. There's a mistake here, so I'll correct it. Optimized. So the same action, sign up for Cura, and that's the second screen for our onboarding. And the next screen, we can use this our friend here. You know how to drag, you drag, and then you hover around it, and it will drop perfectly. So we send this to back by left clicking, right clicking, send to back. Delete is our friend's image. We went with the artboard, so we are going to double click, selected, deleted, and off it goes. So okay, what message should we use for it? This let us use unlimited cash back on every every purchase. Right, there we go. So we are done with our onboarding screen, right? So we can bring it up here and say onboarding, 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 and we reduce the size to 60. It's not necessary, just to like label your design to make it organized. And the next screen we are going to design is our splash screen. So our splash screen, we can choose to leave it as dark black. So our can choose to leave it as black by deleting a few things in here and making it black. So delete it, come here, select the color, and change it to black. So the black works well. So that's the name of the product. Um, the name of the product, increase the size of the product, and here we go. Kuraja. Let's take this N out because we don't need it. We don't know what it's for. So yeah, Kuraja. If we have a name for it, we could say exchange, exchange bank. I mean, could be a bank, could be anything. But let's leave it at bank, and then let's reduce the text to about 20. Let's reduce the text to about 20. Turn this color to our primary color. How do we find our primary color now? Let's pick it from this button. I hope you understand how we got here. So yeah, here we go. So we'll all learn how to create a logo when you are ready, because I don't like the text here. I don't like the logo here. I don't like it. I mean, I could borrow from one of the logo I created once, Exchange Bank. And here we go. So Exchange, I like this logo really. So you can get your graphic designer to design a logo for you, or you learn how to design a logo yourself. So we have our splash screen. You can name it here. Alright, so here we go. Our splash screen. We can name onboarding screen. Copy, do the same thing for these, do the same thing for these. So yes, so now the next up on this our list is our login screen. So let's label this to splash screen. Okay, so login is the next one. All right, All right, so we are making progress. I just hope I'm not too fast for you to catch up with the progress. So we brought this image into this our screen. We dragged it in from we can download it from Google. We can download it from wherever. Type this text on top. Added a linear color palette here. A linear color to make this part darker, and then we moved ahead to duplicate by clicking on our whatever we want to duplicate. You want to duplicate this board, click on the board, click alternative and drag, and then you can duplicate it. Do the same thing across, and then you come here, change the color, and I had to replace the logo with Exchange Bank. So we are going to continue with this logo. Now we are in a login screen, and I feel like we should still use the same lady for our login, which is this our pretty lady. You know how to duplicate and drag. So let's go in. So perfect. Perfecto. Our Spanish people would say so. There looks good, and delete this. So login. Change the color to white. And okay, so let us not overspend. Let's not spend too much time with this. Can we borrow from what we have here? But let's start with the register, right? So we can easily navigate because we have created it already. We don't want to start typing the information one after the other. But we'll have to reduce it one after the other anyways. So bring the sign up here. Reduce it to about 12. Okay, let's reduce it to about 20. All right, we could do with this. Okay, so name Peter Jack. Reduce this to bit, and let's reduce this to. Okay, so I like how it is now. Let's reduce this guy to about 15, and reduce this guy to about 9. Okay, so I think it looks a lot better. So there we go. Let's move it in a bit. Select the two of them. Left arrow in, right arrow out, right arrow in, left arrow out. Let's make this 14. We're just trying to achieve the best visual appeal for these. And the next is password. So let us maintain a consistent look for everything we have here because we might not be able to really. Okay, let's make this about the radius, corner radius to about 3. I make this corner radius to about 3 too. So reduce this, bring this down a bit. Let's type it one by one to not to avoid um, any issue. Password. Okay, about 11 characters to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Our password is done, and we bring it down here a bit, and go to password. So let's bring it, take it up again, and okay. Yeah. What's next? Phone number. Phone number. Phone number. e dropped, and then we're going to drag it to field that. So phone number, we can say 090-02547847895. I don't know whose number that is, but you shouldn't try calling. So we drag this in, and let's reduce the size also and make it about 7 or 8. So better, best fit. And we also drag this email to remind them to to get notified for our promo list. And this is to take this up a bit. Let's bring this up also. Let's bring this up a bit more. Better. So sign up, drag this in. This is our final guy. So we have to set fixed parameters for our mobile buttons and the fixed parameters for our web buttons, and that we are going to do shortly. So yeah, sign up is ready, and login is the next screen that we are going to head on to. So we could use the system image for our login screen, and change our parameters to login. Change it from take this out, phone number up. um take this information out, we don't really need it, so we can move this information up here, and then we're good. Our login is ready. So I don't like the spacing here, so let's take it a bit down, take it down a bit, and take it up again. Okay, so our login is ready for use. We can also preview it by clicking this and then clicking on play. So it loads another page. So we have that ready. So if we click here, it takes us to the next page, but we have not prototyped it yet. Let's go back to this our page, and then the next to the next page we are going to do is verification, which is OTP for sign up. OTP, when you click on sign up, they're supposed to send you OTP. So it's the most basic stage. So we can create another iPhone Pro, iPhone 11 Pro Max. For OTP, the background is going to be black. Let's make the background black so we can um, have consistency in some way. So verification, let's increase that to about 20, and about 25. 20, let's make it about 30. Verification is done, and enter the 4 digits code sent to your mobile number. So reduce this a bit to about 15 and about 10. Let's say about 15 was good. Um, text align center. So yeah, we're good. So let's say OTP should have been 555. 5 and 6 might not be generic in that way. So let's call it 30. Let's call it 60. Okay, better. Space. You know how to space things by a coming here, this 0%, and you drag out, it expands and space things out. So we can come here and also draw a line under to show that it is a field. I don't know why this color is peach, but let's make it white. Yeah, so this white for that. Reduce the size a little bit more. Let's make reduce this, reduce the size a little bit more, reduce the size a little bit more, and also reduce the size a little bit more. So the size has to be even. The size has to be even. So okay, so we're good. I feel like it's too thick. Everything is too thick here. Everything is too heavy. So let's reduce this to two and reduce this to regular. Right, it feels a lot better. So you still have the option to say I I didn't I didn't. Sorry. Um, code. So that's zoom in. I didn't receive code. So action button. We send it. We send it. Or we send code. So all this information you get them from your inspiration. The inspiration you got from the platforms like Behance, Dribble, or any other platform you feel like you can Google it and then get some inspiration from. So I'm trying to centralize it. So when I'm done centralizing it, then I can come and pick the color here and be good. So OTP verification done. So let us take it up a bit and right. We're good. We're good. So OTP verification done. And the next screen we are moving on to is fingerprint. So you can go on to, so let us label our screens, login and sign up and login, sign up and login. And also, I mean, this label might be too big, so you can reduce it, but also verification to keep things organized. So let's make it 60. Not too necessary to interfere with our designs. Our design is looking good already to have architects on it. So let's still get our fingerprints. So fingerprints, you can download it online, and so I have this already downloaded. You can download it on Google Fingerprint PNG, and then you download it. So check this text away and continue with, maybe we can use the size of text. So fingerprints together, fingerprint print, centralize, bring this text down here. So add an existing layer of security to your account. Um, add an existing layer of security to your account. Okay, so good. Good enough. It didn't go out of proportion. So you use your phone to verify OTP. So we are the ones designing basically every single step that our user is taking. So okay, here we go. So when you're done with that, you continue. So when you're done with that, then you can do your final step, which is going to be um, set a pin. Um, Set a pin, and so to set a pin, let's have a plain background. Let's have a white background here. So set a pin. Let's type it. I mean, we could use this text here, change it to black. Set a pin. Set a pin. So come in here. So we are designing everything. So the developer is going to copy this and create what he's trying to. So we need a stroke, not a fill. So it's different between stroke and fill. Is fill, it fills inside here. Strokes, it brings outline. So that is what we need here. So a stroke, not a fill. So we are going to duplicate this because the pin is usually 3. So let's make this rounded a bit, so we can do 1 or 2 as rounding, and reduce the opacity to this, and there you go, opacity is ready. So let us do numbering so that you can input your number 1. Okay, let's type it ourselves. 1, 2, arrange it in a way that you see in your financial applications better. Centralize. So take this a step further. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. Back 1, 2, 3. Okay, better. So let's bring them down again. 4, 5, 6. Now to duplicate alternative and drag 7, 8, 9. So let's do 1 for 0. So good. So continue. When you're done with that, I feel like that's basically it. Let's group so that we can group it, centralize it, centralize. So this is not centralized. So centralize. Good. Wow, we have that. Looks amazing. Looks good. One, um, two, three. So I'm just shifting it a bit so that it will not look tacky. Okay, so we have that screen ready for our users to input their PIN. So their PIN will obviously be 3 digits. Take this down a bit and then already ready to go into our dashboard. So we have done the three steps authentication, OTP, fingerprint, and your PIN. So the next part of this tutorial is going to be designing your actual bank financial dashboard. So um, a quick recap: we have done the splash screen, which we have here, or we have done the onboarding screen, which we have here. We have done the splash screen, which we have here. We have done the login screen, which we have here, OTP verification, which we have here, biometric screen, and then the next and final step is going to be our dashboard. So I'll see you in the next one.